Ranking the best running backs in Madden 23. We are back here with another tier list update. Today, we're going to be going over running backs. Now, right before I do go ahead and re-rank the old cards and rank the new cards, I do want to go ahead and shout out the comment of the day. Let's talk about it a little bit. I want to go over what I think I should have changed in the previous tier list. I think I slightly overrated CJ2K. I think he should have been A tier, and I think the people that should have been S, DeMarco Murray, Saquon, and Marshall Faulk. I think I was slightly sleeping on them a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you. And I could still see William Perry's going to stay in A just because like his like value I still think is like A tier. But everyone else is going to go ahead drop down a single tier. The fact that I think all the S tier running backs should drop, like we got an absolutely loaded running back update today. Now the first card, not really that good. We got David Johnson. I remember when they used to stat him like a budget god. But you see, he's 6'1", 224, so he has good height and everything, but the speed just isn't there. His ball carrier moves also are lacking. Slightly good catching, slightly good short route running, like he could do it, but no doubt about it, for me this card is going to go F tier. Now next up we got Jonathan Taylor. So Jonathan Taylor, you could have got this card for free if you were watching the MCS. So he has 94 speed, 92 excel. He has good catching, good short route running, even decent medium route running. Now you know this game is based off abilities though. What can he get for discount? 0 AP bulldozer, 0 AP bruiser, 1 AP backfield mismatch. Really good running back in my opinion. I don't quite think he's S tier because again, like some of the cards we're going to cover are just absolutely insane. I think I would have him he's either the best one in B or like one of the, I would say slightly like bottom end of A. Like I do like a lot of people in this tier over him, but he is a really good running back. And after that, we got Austin Ekeler's first card of the video. So he's 93 speed, 92 excel, 5'10", 200 pounds receiving back with decent ball carrier moves, not really good trucking or stiff arm, but he can catch the ball and he can run short routes. But again, what are the discounted abilities? 2 AP backfield master, 1 AP evasive, 1 AP goal line back. I'm not a huge fan of this card. Like he's pretty decent, right? I don't feel like he's bad. I think he is he better than Breece Hall? I really don't think he's as good as the people in B tier. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if he's as good as Nyheim Hines. I'm gonna go ahead and have him in the C tier. I think he's really like just okay. And right after that, we got Brian Robinson. So Brian Robinson, 93 speed, 92 excel, 6'2" power back, really good trucking, really good break tackle, decent catching, but not really good route running. But if we come down to his abilities, he can go ahead and stack bruiser and goal line back for 1. I wish the goal line back was for 0. So this is the difference. Like say hypothetically he got goal line back for 0, he'd be B. But like comparing him to like Nick Chubb, he just really isn't as good as Nick Chubb. So again, I'm gonna go ahead and have him in the C tier. I think he's a really good solid budget option for sure. After that, we got playoff Leonard Fournette, 6', 235 power back, 91 speed, 89 excel, and again, pretty good ball carrier moves, like good truck, good break tackle, but can't catch and can't run routes either. But for his discount abilities, goal line back and tank, I think he's worse than the cards we just covered already. I think this card is pretty bad. I'm gonna go ahead and say D tier. Again, I just really am not too high on him. I do not think he's that good. 93 Cam Akers right here, 5'10" elusive back with 93 speed, 96 excel. That's pretty decent right there. And ball carrier wise, not really like the best trucker stiff arm, but can slightly do like everything. I don't like the break tackle not hitting 90, I'll be honest. He can slightly catch, but again, can't really run the routes, but can his ability save him? You can get 1 AP short and elite, 1 AP RB apprentice, 1 AP evasive. This is also a funny comment right here. John Elway has higher break tackle than this card. That's kind of crazy. So Cam Akers right here, I don't really think he's great. I think he's C tier, but there's a lot of cards in this tier I would run over him. Like I would probably place him like right here. Like give me Breece Hall, give me Brian Robinson, give me CMC, give me Nyheim Hines all over this card. So they give you a free running back in Jonathan Taylor, but they also give you the comp field pass of Travis Etienne. I mean, I'm not opposed to having 2 good running backs, but like I feel like you should have like changed one or the other so like no money spent players could have got 2 really good free positions on their team. But Travis Etienne's really good. He's 95 speed, 94 excel, 96 agility, 5'10" elusive back. The only like weakness I would say is like the trucking and like stiff arm, but it's not really that big of a weakness because he can catch and also slightly run routes as well. But what are the abilities? Can he stand out? So 1 AP grab and go, 1 AP reach for it. Not a big fan. I mean, 0 AP energizer, like he's not gonna get too fatigued, I guess. Not a huge fan of his abilities. Like honestly, I like Jonathan Taylor more than this card. but his stats really save him in my opinion. Like, I think he's a really good running back. And again, I would put him like bottom end of A, but like give me Jonathan Taylor over this card because of abilities. Right after that, we have Nyheim Hines. So he's a 5'9" receiving back, 95 speed, 93 excel, pretty good ball carrier moves again, besides like trucking and stiff arm. And he has great catching, great short route running this time. So a really good receiving back. So 1 AP evasive, 1 AP RB apprentice, not really like too crazy, but what I think is great is 0 AP return man. Something I like to do is if you can get a running back like Nyheim Hines, you could start him as your fullback with 0 AP return man. And the people that always kick to the fullback, they got to deal with Nyheim Hines getting the ball. I do like that. And even his stats, I think, are really, really good. Again, I don't think he's an S tier running back, but if you played with his old card, by the way, I forget what they're called. They're not called stocking stuffers, I think. But whatever this card is right here in C, he was amazing. I think he's an A tier running back again, and I would place him like above Etienne and Jonathan Taylor. And next up right here, we have Terrell Davis. So Terrell Davis, 5'11" receiving back, 96 speed, 94 excel, has great ball carrier moves all the way across the board, great change of direction as well, can catch and also run short routes. But we all know, ability-driven game. Let's pull up his power-up right here and see what abilities he can get. How can he separate himself? So 1 AP human joystick, I actually don't mind at all. I think it's actually really, really good. But he can also get 0 AP short and elite. Great. That is insane value. This game is so ability driven that he's actually one of the best receivers in the game. Isn't that crazy? Like, I mean, I don't want to sit here and be like, oh, stats really don't matter. Like, obviously the route runnings and stuff aren't there, but 0 AP short and elite makes him insane. I think there's no doubt about it. He is going to be an S tier running back. He kind of redefined what it means to be an S tier running back for the receiving backs. Like, I think he is absolutely amazing. Now we got the quad father. So the quad father is insane, and he was even better before I made this video, and I'll go over why. 6 foot, 247, 95 speed, has great ball carrier moves, great trucking, great break tackle, can even catch and slightly run short routes, but that's not even why this card's good, right? We kind of all know, but let's take a look at the ability. So first off, 0 AP reach for it, really like that. 1 AP bruiser as well. But the OP thing on this card for a while was freight train. He gets it for 2 AP now, and you could also again stack that with persistence that was 0 AP for a while. So 3 AP, and you pretty much have to tackle him in the backfield twice with freight train. I don't want to say it gives me Madden 20 Eric Dickerson vibes, because there's going to be another card that we cover that gives me major Madden 20 Eric Dickerson vibes, but this card is amazing. Like, there's no doubt about it. If you use the X Factor, he's S. If you're not using the X Factor, I would put him A, but if you're using the X Factor, really taking advantage of that, he is S tier now. Is he better than Terrell Davis? I don't know. It's tough. I would probably put him above him just because of how OP that X Factor is. And right after that, we have Keith Byars. So the next couple of cards we're going to cover just got completely outshadowed, I'd say, by the new AKA drops like the Quad Father. These cards are still amazing though. Like, Keith Byars is insane. So he's a 6'4", 238 power back, but 95 speed, 93 excel, has great ball carrier moves. But look at these route runnings and catching. I mean, 94 catching, 92 short, 90 medium, 86 deep, 95 release. These are like top end stats in the game, and he's 6'4", 238. What does that mean? In my opinion, he really plays like a wide receiver at running back. He just happens to be 6'4", 238 as well. Like, he is insane. He is one of my favorite running backs in the game, and also for abilities, 1 AP bruiser, 2 AP evasive, 0 AP goal line back is what I run on him, and there's no doubt about it for me. I think Keith Byars, while he does get a little bit outshadowed by like Terrell Davis and Quad Father, I still think he's S tier. Give me him over everyone in A. Right after that, we have Austin Ekeler, and this is his Matthew Berry player of the year card. My bad. 96 speed, 95 excel, really good ball carrier moves again. Just the trucking and stiff arm just really aren't there, but great catching, great short route running. Not as good as a receiver as Keith Byars, but he's a little bit faster. And if we take a look at his abilities though, he can go ahead and get like 0 AP grab and go, 0 AP evasive. And I like these abilities right here. Evasive or grab and go, really, really good. For me, Austin Ekeler is going to be S tier. I think he is the worst one in S tier. I do like Keith Byars more than him. I think he's kind of like an upgraded Marshall Faulk. So for that reason, I think he should be a tier above Marshall Faulk. So he's going to be S tier for me. Right after that, we have Pacheco. For a while, I think it was a battle between Pacheco and Byars for best running back in the game. But he's 5'10", elusive back, 95 speed, 97 excel, great ball carrier moves across the board, decent catching, can't really run routes. But there's a major but. Again, we talk about how ability driven this game is. The fact that he can go ahead and get backfield mismatch for 0 kind of negates the fact that he doesn't have catching or route running, because this ability is great. He is actually one of the best receiving backs in the game because of 0 AP backfield mismatch. And I believe, yeah, he is the only person in the game to get this. I love this Pacheco card. I think he is absolutely amazing. He is going to go above Ekeler for me. Him versus Byers is a toss-up. Like, it's so close. You could have it like this, or you could have it like that. Like, it's so close. Like, I could see either one. And right after that, we have Sean Alexander. So Sean Alexander, 95 speed, 95 XL, 5'11" power back with pretty good ball carrier moves, no catching and no short route running. But we've seen ability save other cards. Can ability save this card? 1 AP evase, like, he just doesn't stand out ability wise, right? So he's not going to be S tier for me. I think this is honest, like, he's not like an overwhelmingly good card, but I still think stats wise, he's deserving of A tier. He might be the worst one NA, I'll be honest. So you know how the quad father was OP? This card dropped, King Henry. All I have to say about this card is wow. He's 6'3", 255, 96 speed, 94 XL. Great trucking, great stiff arm, great break tackle. Can even slightly catch and run routes. Like, I know it's not great, but like, he can somewhat do it. 0 AP bruiser, insane. 0 AP bruiser, absolutely insane. He can get freight train for 1 AP. Freight train for 1 AP, pretty much like, I believe this is the same thing as Quadfather, what he gets. And it's insane. It is literally insane. And yeah, I think this card is by far the best running back in the game. And for that reason, I wanted to wait until we do this, but we're going to make a new tier. This new tier is going to be S+. I mean, I think Derrick Henry is next level good. And if they change the AP of this X Factor, he can go ahead and be S. But like, he is next level good. But yeah, y'all, this was my thoughts on the running back position in Madden 23 Ultimate Team. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Let me know what you agree with, what you disagree with. Who are you running at running back? If you did enjoy this video though, you enjoy content like this, want to stay up to date with the best cards in Madden 23, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Now, if you want to see me use some of these cards live, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. We've been grinding the streams over there, so I greatly appreciate that. If you don't feel like getting over to Twitch, you guys want another video to watch, check this one out right here. I rank the best quarterbacks in Madden 23.